My beloved child, there is a weight in my heart today, a deep sorrow that compels me to speak to you, not with anger, but with a profound concern for your soul. I want you to listen carefully to every word I say, to truly grasp the gravity of this moment. Do not let these words slip through your mind as mere noise. Listen with your heart, with the very core of your being, for what I have to say carries the weight of eternity. My child, do you understand what you've done? I am not asking this to condemn you, but to awaken you. There are actions you have taken, choices you have made, that have rippled through your life and the lives of others. Do you see the consequences of these actions? Have you felt the impact of your decisions, not just on yourself, but on the world around you? It is easy to become blind to the effects of our own behavior, to justify and rationalize, to turn a deaf ear to the voice within that tries to warn us. But today I ask you to stop, to pause, and to truly reflect. Do you understand, my child? This is not a rhetorical question. This is the moment of truth, the moment where you must confront the reality of your actions. What you've done cannot be undone, but it can be redeemed. It can be transformed, if only you have the courage to face it, to own it, and to learn from it. But first, you must understand, dear one, if you seek my blessings upon you, let your desire be known by typing "Yes, I need." Your faith will open the door to my abundant grace. Your choices, my child, carry immense power. With each decision you make, you shape not only your own destiny, but the destinies of others as well. Every action, every word, every thought sends ripples through the fabric of existence. Have you considered the power of your choices? Do you realize that with a single decision, you can build or destroy, heal or wound, bring light or cast shadows? This is the responsibility you carry as my beloved child. You have been given free will, the ability to choose, and with that gift comes the weight of accountability. Have you used this gift wisely? Have you made choices that reflect the love and goodness I have placed within you? Or have you allowed fear, anger, or selfishness to guide your decisions? Look back, my child, and see the path you have walked. What choices have you made, and where have they led you? This is not to shame you, but to bring clarity, to help you see with open eyes the power that lies within you. At the heart of every action lies intention. Why have you done what you have done? What has driven you to make the choices you've made? It is not enough to look at the surface, at the actions themselves. You must go deeper, to the very heart of the matter. What lies within your heart, my child? What are the desires, the fears, the beliefs that have shaped your behavior? Listen carefully, my dear one, for this is where true understanding begins. It is in the heart that your true self is revealed. What have you been hiding, even from yourself? What truths have you been afraid to face? The heart can be a place of great beauty, but also of deep pain. Do not be afraid to look within, to uncover the hidden motivations that have driven you. For it is only when you understand your own heart that you can begin to heal, to grow, and to make choices that align with your true self. Do you understand the consequences of your actions, my child? Do you see how they have shaped your life and the lives of those around you? Every choice is a consequence, every action a reaction. This is a law of the universe, a truth that cannot be escaped. What you sow, you shall reap. This is not a punishment, but a natural outcome, a reflection of the energy you put into the world. Have you considered the full extent of these consequences? It is easy to see the immediate effects, but what about the long-term impact? What about the ripples that continue to spread long after the initial action has been taken? Look closely, my child. See the pain, the confusion, the fear that your actions may have caused. See also the love, the kindness, the healing that you have the power to bring. Understand that these consequences are not fixed. They are not set in stone. You have the power to change them, to turn things around, to bring healing where there has been hurt and light where there has been darkness. But first, you must acknowledge them. You must take responsibility for them. Only then can you begin the work of transformation. My child, redemption is always possible. No matter what you have done, no matter how far you have strayed, the path to redemption is always open to you. But it is a path that requires courage, humility, and a deep understanding of your actions. Do you understand what you need to do to walk this path? If this message has filled you with my peace, let your love shine by tapping the like button, for I am pleased with you. First, you must acknowledge your mistakes. You must see them clearly, without excuses or justifications. This is not about self-condemnation, but about honesty. You must be willing to admit where you have gone wrong and to take full responsibility for your actions. Second, you must seek forgiveness. Forgiveness from those you have wronged, and forgiveness from yourself. This is not an easy step, but it is a necessary one. Without forgiveness, there can be no healing, no moving forward. Third, you must make amends. This means taking concrete steps to repair the damage you have done, to heal the wounds you have caused. It is not enough to say you are sorry. You must show it through your actions. This is the true test of your sincerity, the true measure of your commitment to change. Finally, you must learn from your mistakes. You must take the lessons you have learned and use them to grow, to become a better person. This is the ultimate goal of redemption, not just to erase the past, but to transform it, to use it as a stepping stone to a higher, more enlightened self. Do you understand now, my child? Do you see the importance of what I am telling you? Understanding is a gift, a key that unlocks the door to wisdom and growth. It is not enough to simply know. You must understand. You must internalize these truths, make them a part of your being. Only then can you truly change, truly grow, truly become the person you are meant to be. Listen carefully, my child. Let these words sink into your heart. Reflect on them, meditate on them, and let them guide you. Understanding is not something that comes easily, but it is worth the effort. It is worth the struggle, for it is the foundation upon which all true change is built. Now that you understand, my child, it is time to act. Understanding is the first step, but it is not the last. What will you do with this understanding? How will you use it to change your life, to make amends, to grow? This is the challenge I place before you. This is the call to action. Will you rise to this challenge? Will you take the steps necessary to align your actions with your true self? Will you commit to making better choices, to being more mindful, more compassionate, more loving? This is your path, your journey. No one else can walk it for you, but know that I am here by your side, every step of the way. You are not alone, my child. You are never alone. My child, listen to me. Truly listen. This is not the first time I have spoken to you, and it will not be the last. But for you to benefit from my guidance, you must learn to listen, not just with your ears, but with your heart, with your soul. Listening is an art, a skill that must be cultivated, that requires patience, humility, and an open mind. Too often, you are distracted, caught up in the noise of the world, in your own thoughts and worries. But when you do not listen, you miss the guidance I am trying to give you. You miss the opportunities for growth, the chances for healing, the moments of insight that can change your life. So I ask you now, my child, will you listen? Will you truly listen? There is a voice within you, my child, a voice that speaks to you in the quiet moments, in the stillness of your soul. This is my voice, guiding you, comforting you, encouraging you. But it is a voice that can only be heard if you are willing to listen. It is a voice that speaks not in words, but in feelings, in intuitions. in the gentle nudges of your heart. Do you understand the importance of this voice? It is your connection to me, to the divine, to the source of all wisdom and love. When you listen to this voice, you are guided by a higher power, a wisdom that transcends your limited understanding. But to hear it, you must be still, you must be quiet, you must be open. Take time each day to listen to this voice, to connect with your inner self. It will guide you, it will support you, it will lead you to the answers you seek. Trust it, my child, and you will never be led astray. Dear one, let your soul glow with the brightness of my love. By giving through the super thanks, you help to magnify my message and bring it to those in need. Together, we are building a brighter future. Press the super thanks and watch as my blessings pour into your life. Do you understand the consequences of not listening, of not understanding? When you close your ears, when you hard-end your heart, you cut yourself off from the guidance that is available to you. You stumble through life, blind and lost, making the same mistakes over and over again. You find yourself trapped in patterns of behavior that bring you nothing but pain and regret. Ignorance is not bliss, my child. It is a prison, a dark and lonely place that keeps you from experiencing the fullness of life. Do not choose ignorance. Do not choose to remain blind to the truth. Open your eyes, open your heart, and let the light of understanding guide you. Wisdom, my child, is the fruit of understanding. It is the ability to see beyond the surface, to understand the deeper truths that lie beneath. It is the gift that comes from listening, from learning, from reflecting on your experiences. Wisdom is not something that can be given. It must be earned. It is the result of a lifetime of seeking, questioning, and growing. Do you seek wisdom, my child? Do you long to understand the mysteries of life, to find meaning and purpose in your existence? If so, then commit yourself to the path of wisdom. Be willing to learn from every experience, every mistake, every success. Be willing to listen to those who are wiser than you, to seek out knowledge and understanding wherever you can find it. Wisdom is not about having all the answers. It is about knowing how to ask the right questions. It is about understanding that life is a journey, not a destination, and that the journey itself is where the true value lies. Understanding is the beginning of change, but change itself requires courage. Do you have the courage to change, my child? Do you have the strength to face your fears, to confront your weaknesses, to let go of the things that no longer serve you? Change is not easy. It is uncomfortable, challenging, and often frightening. But it is also necessary for growth. Without change, there can be no progress, no evolution, no transformation. Do not be afraid of change, my child. Embrace it. See it as an opportunity, a gift that allows you to become the person you are meant to be. The courage to change comes from understanding, from knowing that you are not alone, that you are supported by a higher power, by the love that surrounds you. Trust in this love and let it give you the strength you need to change. With understanding comes responsibility. Do you understand the responsibility you carry, my child? Do you see how your actions, your choices, your words have the power to affect not only your own life, but the lives of others? Responsibility is not a burden. It is a privilege. It is the recognition that you have the power to make a difference, to bring about positive change in the world. But it is also a reminder that you are accountable for your actions, that you must be mindful of the impact you have on others. Take responsibility for your life, my child. Own your choices, your mistakes, your successes. Do not blame others for your circumstances. Do not seek to escape the consequences of your actions. Instead, stand tall, take responsibility, and commit to living a life of integrity, honesty, and compassion. Child of mine, if this word has reached your soul, touch that like button as a sign of the connection we share. Do you understand the power of forgiveness, my child? Forgiveness is not about condoning the wrongs that have been done, but about releasing the hold they have on you. It is about freeing yourself from the chains of anger, resentment, and bitterness. Forgiveness is a gift you give to yourself. It is a way of healing, of letting go of the past so that you can move forward with an open heart. Do you have the courage to forgive, my child? To forgive others, and to forgive yourself? Forgiveness does not mean forgetting. It means choosing to move beyond the hurt, to find peace and healing in the midst of pain. It is an act of strength, not weakness, a choice that empowers you to reclaim your life. My child, the journey ahead is yours to walk. Do you understand the path that lies before you? It is a path of growth, of learning, of transformation. It is a journey that will challenge you, test you, and ultimately lead you to the fullness of who you are meant to be. But you do not walk this path alone. I am with you every step of the way, guiding you, supporting you, loving you. When you stumble, I will be there to lift you up. When you lose your way, I will be there to guide you back. When you are weary, I will be there to give you strength. Do you understand this, my child? Do you truly understand? This is not just a message. It is a call to action, a call to awaken to the truth of who you are and the life you are meant to live. Listen to me, my child. Listen carefully. This is your moment of awakening, your moment of understanding. Do not let it pass you by. Take these words to heart. Let them guide you, inspire you, challenge you. You are capable of so much more than you realize. You have the power to change, to grow, to become the person you were always meant to be. But it begins with understanding. It begins with listening. So listen, my child. Listen with your whole being. Do not turn away from the truth. Do not be afraid to face what you have done, to understand the impact of your actions, to take responsibility, and to make the changes that are necessary. This is your life, your journey, your moment. Embrace it. Understand it. Live it. Beloved, share this message with a heart that is struggling, and let my words bring them hope and healing. Amen.